Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Options Trader Today. So today we'll be looking at gold XAU USD for next week price action, and we'll go through multiple time frames, 15 minutes, 2 hours and daily time frame, and finally the weekly structure so you know exactly how to prepare your trade. Now look at this particular chart. This is a 15 minutes chart. Okay, and the price is currently trading at a level of $43.34.45. Okay, and showing this short-term bullish momentum, but some range comparison around 8's high. As you can see, the recent high is around $43.34. Okay, and which is very close to its all-time high. If you look at this particular immediate resistance level, tend to trigger quick follow through. Okay, what you can see that if the price started keep sustaining of 43.34, there is a higher chances that it can make an all-time high of around 43.85, which is high of this all-time high. So if it's sustained above this level, a further upside can be seen. But if the price started falling again below a level of 42.86, then we can see it will come again in this range. Okay, coming back on a 2 hours chart, what we can see. See, if you look at the 2 hours chart, we can see the price now trading at a level of around 43.34, and it has recently moved out of this particular level, and this is the pattern it was supporting this trend. So chances was very high after 42.44 it will be moving upside. See, the trend is supported this level and this was the range, and as soon as the range moves upside, we have seen the price has touched a level of $43.35. Okay, now suppose if the price keep moving up this level, we can see a level of 43.81, which is already tested. We can see the price can cross this particular level also. Now on the 2 hours chart gives us a clear view of chart recent structure. Currently price is holding above a key intra-swing support, as you can see, and still making higher and higher. Okay, as well as what we have seen, it is coming and lower and lower if you look at this particular trend. Okay, the next support we can see, if the price started falling below this level, we can see a level of $42.86, and if the price falling below that particular level, chance of touching $42.38. After crossing 42.86, we can see a level of 42.64, then to a level of 42.64, to a level of $42.58, and if that didn't sustain, we can see a level of $42.38. Okay, but suppose if the resistance, we can see it has already crossed a level of 43.37, and chances are high it can move towards $43. From there a level of around 43.50, and from there a probability of going towards 43.70. Then from there it will cross a level of $43.83, which is already weak, so we can see the price can rise above that level. Okay, on a daily time frame, see, it is very important when you're looking for the chart on a day wise chart, 15 minutes chart and a 2 hours chart. See, your quantity, your risk, your trailing SL, your SL will be different depending on the chart patterns. Now this is a day wise chart. You can see from 3 days continuously there is an upside. Okay, now this pattern is showing a pattern, creating a narrow pattern. That is where this trend has break, and now we have seen from today the low was at this strong support, breaking this particular pattern, and from there is a continuous upside we have seen. Now looking on the daily chart, as you can see, the structure is predominantly bullish. Price has been trending upside since earlier in 2025, and if you look at this trend, the key moving average, the trader also price in macro catalysts such as expectation of lower rates supporting safe haven demands, which because of that it was continuously rising, and we have seen there is a rate cut, so that is the price is continuously rising. Okay, which has helped sustain higher level. Important daily supports, I have clearly mentioned you that if the price fall below this level, it can move towards 42.87, from there a level of 42.66, and from there a further downfall towards $42.48, and if the price fall below that level, 42.42, and then from there a level of 42.24, and if the price moving below that particular level, chance of touching 4200 and then a further low. But if it's keep moving upside, we can see the price can rise above level of 43.63, and from the level of $43.78, which is already tested, so we can see the price can move up that level. Okay, now looking at, as long as a daily stays above the support band, the primary trend remains upside biased. A daily close below support could signal a deeper correction phase. Weekly time frame. Now coming on a weekly time frame, you will understand how the price has moved on a weekly chart. See, we have seen from 3 weeks it is on an upside. Okay, if you look at this particular candle, this is a narrow hammer is forming. That is, there is a change in the trend. As soon as the price was moving this level, we have seen the next candle was a red candle. Now looking at the weekly chart, what we can see, that weekly chart, we have seen the price is moving in this manner. Okay, but it is trying to go narrow. Okay, now what we can see, suppose the next support directly coming at a level of around $39.87, which is already tested, and chances are very high the price can move off that level. So on a weekly basis, the price can move towards a level of 4400, and from the level of 4450 to a level of 4500, or if the price sustainable level 4600 also can be seen. So best you can do, you can trail your SL by $20 to $25 or by $15 to $20. So at least you will capture a higher movement towards an upside. Okay, this is a weekly chart, so you have to understand your quantity should be as per that, your SL should be as per that, and target should be as per that. Okay, and gold has strong all years we have seen, and setting records high and finding broad institutional and retail interest. Okay, most likely it's trading near multi weekly highs around $4 to $80, and underpinned by, if you look at this expectation of easing, Fed easing cut, and a weak dollar fundamentals that historically favors gold strength. So here I can see the weekly structure for the next week. If the week holds the support zone, I have mentioned you that it is around 42.70 to a level of 42.41, and if it started going below this level, probability will be high it will cross a level of 41.69, because this level is already weak. So the price will go further down, and yes, after that it can touch a level of $41.18. Okay, and if the price fall below this level, a further downfall can be seen. So we can see the price can go towards a level of 40.61 and then a further fall. But if the price keep moving over this level, it can cross a level of 43.78, because this is already tested, which is an all-time high. So it can move towards 4400 to a level of 45 and keep trailing yourself. So keep an eye on how the price behaves around 43.20 to a level of 43.50. This is the range you can see. This is a decision where many weak traders can either add or long or book profit before the next leg. So you have to understand at these levels, keep trailing your SL by $15 to $20 or 20 to 50, 20 to 25. So at least you'll capture a higher movement towards an upside. But if the price started falling below a level of 40 to 70, chances can be high that if the price of that support didn't sustain, we can see it can move towards 40 to 48. And if the price keep moving below that level, we can see it can be a deeper correction towards a level of 4200 to a level of 42.180, possibly even lower. So again, what you can do, you can trail your SL by $15 to $20 if the macro risk sentiment suddenly shift. Now summary on this chart, break above a level of 43 $80, because this level is already arrested on the 15-minute chart. On a 2-hour chart, if the price keep moving over level of $43.34, we can see there can be a further upside. But if the price fall below a level of 42.70, a further fall. On a daily chart, we can see a bullish candle is forming. So if the price keep moving over level of $42.80, we can see there can be a further upside, and a probability of touching all-time high can be seen. On a weekly basis, I've clearly mentioned you that the price, the next resistance directly coming at a level of 43.78, which is already tested. So we can see the price can go further high. But if the price keep falling below a level of around 40 to 48, a further downfall can be seen, and the price can move below a level of $41.50. Okay, and this is what you can do. You can trail your SL, put your stop loss properly, and plan your trade accordingly. Okay, if you find this weekly gold outlook helpful, like and subscribe it, and comment if you want a one-on-one workshop, or if you want a group workshop, just mail me regarding that and we can work out on the time.